You're listening to Table for Five with Felicia and Annette, only on LA Talk Radio.
Good Monday morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes.
It's a great morning.
Yes, it is. It's a good morning. It's a good morning to be here. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Table for Five with Felicia and Annette. I'm Felicia.
I'm Annette.
And she's Annette. And today is Monday, June 18th, 2018.
Oh my gosh. June's going by really fast.
I know. We're already in the
seriously,
month of June.
no
I'm
joke.
like, it's summer, but we are summer, but it doesn't feel like summer. I know some of you guys are not watching here in Los Angeles area, but it's been unseasonably, kind of chilly here. So I'm a little like, is this summer? Are we
we're not there yet. I don't think we're not there yet.
Yes, no, we're not there. But welcome everyone to Table for Five. We are here every Monday, Monday morning. I'm just a little bit like, I'm already into summer. Okay, I'm into summer.
Yeah,
I'm
your
doing
mind
my thing.
is already on a break.
It's gone. It's already gone. You can catch us here every Monday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. Coming up, and yes, in the next couple of weeks, it might be some repeats. Yeah, because we are going to
take a little hiatus, a little summer break.
Yes,
like everybody else does.
Yes, because we kind of need it. I know I need it. There's a lot of stuff going on.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Yes.
But we also want to let everybody know how to find us on our social media platforms, which is Table for Five on Instagram, Table for Five on Twitter, Table for Five at Felicia and Annette on Facebook, and Table for Five TV, if you could believe it, on YouTube. And what I like to call our one-stop shop is our website, Table TABLE-FOR-5.com. And there you can find what we'll be doing in the summer. We'll keep everybody updated on what's going on. I don't know that I'm doing much, but there are a couple of things that are coming up that are going to be fun for us.
Yeah, sleeping is always good.
Sleep is good. Yes. And also all our gallery archive shows. If you want to catch up on what shows we've had in the past, you can go on there. And also you can hit our advertise with us button for our future shows coming up in September. If you would like to advertise or promote a brand, there's different tier offerings there that you can check out. So the website, I love our website. I think it's cool. It's informative. It's got a lot going on and
everything.
That'll be cool. And if you want to join this conversation, we're now we're on Facebook Live at Felicia and Annette on Table for Five. Or you can call us at 818-570-5085, 818-570-5085 if you want to join in on this really great conversation we're having.
A great conversation, right? Kind of the beginning of summer. I know some schools have already been out. School's kind of out maybe a couple weeks for some people. I think LA Unified just got out last week. So, I don't think we're too late to the game, but I think this is really good information, if not for this summer. For next summer, we're talking about safety and camps, things for kids to do. I know we probably should have talked about that a little bit earlier. Yeah. Like, what do you do for the summer? Yeah. But, listen, information is information. Yeah. It's good information. So I can't wait to
hear about it. So today's show is about summer safety and service for kids. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce our guest. Did you want to say something before I get started? Do you want to do a PSA?
We're not going to do hot topics or anything, but I know that there's a lot of stuff in the news right now about separation of families. And I want to urge everyone to call their congressmen, call their senators, get in touch with your state representatives, and let them know your feeling on it, because it's just awful. Yeah. And I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, I'm laughing because it's either laugh or cry about the situation. And so when people say there aren't things that we can do, or the president is saying crazy stuff, there are things that we can do. Yeah. And so you need to call the people that we've elected and tell them that you want something done.
Yeah, get involved. The only thing I'm going to say, I know, and I don't want to, lay on this too long, but the only thing I will say is, as a Latina, David Bergnon, is it David Bergnon from Begnon? He's the CBS reporter that did the Puerto Rico thing. Now he's in Texas covering this, right? Yes. So I'm following him on Instagram, and he did an excellent reporting yesterday on the little Insta stories. But one of the things he said was, these kids don't speak English. Yeah. And so you have people around them that don't speak Spanish. So there's a lot of miscommunication, and that creates more of the fear factor for them. So that really hit me hard. I was like, okay, do I need to get on a plane and volunteer and speak to these kids and say,
I think we all need to embark on Texas.
Yes.
And the state of Texas, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
And I think it's just, I'm hoping that the pictures that we see out there that will get people more involved and understand. And you can't do this. You can't put little children in a cage.
Yeah.
And
put a little tin foil on them and expect them to be comfortable and safe. And so the language barrier is, I think, a really big issue to be able to serve these kids as best as we can in the conditions that they're in. So if they're saying their stomach hurts, how do you say that? If my head hurts or I'm scared, these. So I'm very curious to find out. I'm going to keep doing my research and reading is how is everybody communicating with these? And I would hope, I would think Common Sense would have some folks there who are Spanish speaking. That I'm just praying that Common Sense, there has to be social workers there or somebody.
We got to do more than just praying because
no. I'm just saying I'm praying that somebody is. I'm not praying in my house, not praying and not being inactive. So I already have started thinking about some stuff that I will be doing in the summer. So I'm just hoping that America rises up in the real way. I understand the circumstances. I get it. I get the drama behind it. I just don't get the separation. I don't get. Like I understand illegal. I get all that. I get it. Don't tell me their parents this is their parents' fault or they shouldn't have been here. Okay, they're here now. So how are we going to do it? How are we going to better serve them and figure out how do we send them back? Doing this and making them feel bad, I think now see, I told you I didn't want to get on this, but I think the tactic of scaring people who want to come into this country by using their kids is deplorable.
Well, it's just the effects that they're having on these children now.
It's terrible.
It's not going to do anything to stop. I think their mission is not going to be accomplished by this ugliness that they're doing. There is a better way. There has to be a better way, and there is a better way. We just need to be human about it and stop using people as pawns.
For these are children.
These are children.
Like the least of these. This is terrible.
So when you start talking
about
kids,
the Bible.
When you start talking about
the
kids,
least of these. Let's go there.
You don't fool with kids. You don't fool with my money, and you don't fool with my kids.
Exactly
you do, and then we got a problem. Y'all need to stop it with these kids. Just leave these kids.
It's really so. Anyway,
we're talking about kids.
Yeah, we are. So we are talking about summer safety.
We're talking about children and what children need. I think children need to have something to do in the summertime, and I think this is a big thing that parents go through. I feel like we start talking about it and going through it like January, February. But I'm going to let you introduce our guest, and we're going to get into children in the summertime.
Yeah. Well, I do have. I don't agree that kids need to be doing something in the summertime, but that's a whole other debate.
No, but I mean, like, other than just sitting at home.
Well, that's a whole other debate.
Oh God.
Because I think kids can become. I read this interesting article this week about boredom and children, and they were saying that births creativity.
Oh, sure.
So it's okay if they're sitting home because they have to figure out what to do. Like I find that my son, who's a great artist, will do his best art when he has nothing else going on.
But that's if you're home and someone's kind of supervising. If you've got kids that are there and you have two working parents, you need to find
that's a different situation.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
like they can't just be sitting at home.
No. I get that. that. I'm just saying kids in general who just, we don't have to feed them
we don't have
entertainment
to
every 2 seconds.
No, they don't have to be entertained.
Let's introduce our guest. Okay, so today's show, like I've said 3 times already, is about safety, summer safety, and service for our kids. And I'm going to go like this. Our first guest I'm going to introduce is Meredith Madnick, correct?
Yes. Okay. Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course. She's the founder and CEO of Camp Helping Hands, which was founded in 2010. There's a lot of her bio is quite extensive, so I'm just going to let her introduce herself a little bit more later. And then we have Christopher Regalo. Regalo, Camp Director of the Northridge location, and he leads the HR Finance Operations Division of Camp Helping Hands, correct? And if you want more information about Camp Helping Hands, you could go to their website, which will be on our Facebook and our Facebook Live and all that good stuff, www.camphelpinghands.com, www.camphelpinghands.com. helpinghands.com. And then to my right, we have Robert Davids of Health and Safety First. He is a water safety instructor and lifeguard for over 15 years and works and leads Health and Safety First, which specializes in teaching CPR, AED, and first aid techniques. His website is www.cpraedtraining.org, CPRAED. Is that me saying that right? Training.org. So again, if you have any questions or you have comments, you could leave them on our Facebook Live. Thanks for everybody joining us so far. 818-570-5085. So thank you all for joining us this morning. This is an important conversation.
Yes.
Okay, who do you want to start with first?
I think, well, I don't know.
I kind of feel it kind of goes tandem a little bit. So
we might go back and forth.
I'm going to start with Robert.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Because this weekend, we have a pool in our home. And, of course, I was like, okay, pool party, pool swimming, yada, yada. I have grown kids, so I'm not really that concerned. But you always have to have some concern.
Absolutely.
But I did get floaties, because I have friends with younger kids. And all that good stuff. But tell us okay, let me look at my questions because I have great questions.
Well, and I was going to say, too, while you're looking for that, like there have been a lot of unfortunate drownings recently in the news. I know that if you've been paying attention to the news, one of the Olympic skiers, prayers out to his family, they lost an 18-month-old, I believe, daughter. But I feel like always in the beginning of the summer, we always lose children to drownings. And I don't want to say that this is preventable because I don't really know if it's preventable in that. Accidents do happen. But I do think that we need, as parents, more resources to help us understand that our children can learn how to swim at a very young age. And we need to get them into that as soon as possible.
Yeah. We're already getting questions on Facebook, which I knew that was going to happen. But I want to ask you, what's the number one danger during the summer months? Is it pools?
It's definitely waters. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So what?
And it doesn't have to be a pool. It could be even a bucket of water.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
The little kiddie pools.
Even a toilet. They're young enough, they fall head first because they're top heavy. They can't get themselves out.
This is true. We don't think about that. That's why they have toilet
the little
latches.
clams.
I never really thought about that.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking more like don't put toys in there and clog up your thing. But I never really thought about drowning.
Yeah, you only have a couple inches to drown.
So how quickly does that happen?
20 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Depending on the child, depending on health, lots of.
So is that like the number one cause for the summer incidences, like drowning for kids, or?
Drownings is the big one.
Yeah. Oh
That and then auto accidents.
Pools and kiddie pools and
slips and falls.
toilets,
and stuff like that.
I have a question for you. What are the equipment and or training recommended for adults or counselors with children?
Well, definitely WSI, which is water safety instructor training, and of course lifeguarding. The biggest thing with water or bodies of water is having enough eyes on the pool, because when something happens, it's when the phone rings and they go to do something else, or someone walks up and starts talking to them and takes their attention away from the pool. That's when things happen.
Wow.
Can I ask you, do you always feel like it's a good idea, because I know I've gotten some slack for this over the last couple of years, when my kids have been invited to a pool party or even like end of the year parties, I have always asked and insisted that there be someone, you need to hire a lifeguard there, because and a lot of people have given me pushback, like they're teenagers or they're old enough or whatever, and I'm like, no, because I don't care how old they are, it takes just a second.
Right.
So do you recommend that even for like a home party?
I absolutely. And the other thing is too, with a lot of the play stuff in the pool can obstruct your vision.
Right.
So
yes.
you could have somebody go under and have some
And
kind
not
of
even.
issue, and you wouldn't know it until it was, emergency time.
Wow, I
Yeah.
didn't think about that. I bought all these floaties. And
Yeah.
They're fun, but there can be
Yeah.
So
Kids
That's
get trapped under the
interesting.
they get
floaties,
trapped.
or
even an adult can have an issue, and you
Yeah,
wouldn't see it,
listen,
so.
I've heard of adult drownings. It's no joke.
yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
got the secondary drownings that we're worried about as
Yes,
well.
let's
What
talk
is
about
that?
that.
So
Secondary
that
drownings.
is where a child or adult, mostly children, that take in a lot of water, whether they were pushed under or something occurred during that playtime, and they're coughing and gagging and really having a hard time, right? We've done that as kids, remember? The unfortunate thing is you don't know how much they've taken on, so they could actually end up going to bed and drown in their sleep.
Yeah. And what is there's a name for that?
Secondary
is it
drowning.
just called secondary? I thought it was another name.
My God.
Yeah. So like, when you were younger and then you like, you see the little kids and they kind of go under.
Yeah, like
choking.
it's almost as an adult that
even-
happens too. You feel like a burning because you've taken in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
didn't even
remember
realize
being
that.
younger and like being at the pool or whatever and like at night, like feeling like I had a heavy chest. And I was just always attributed it to like, oh, I've been breathing a lot, I've been working a lot, but never really thinking that there was a name for it. And I feel like in the last couple of years, we've talked about it a lot more.
Right.
So what is the
secondary drowning.
recommendation behind that?
Well, they should go to an urgent care or
Okay.
a pediatrician.
No, but if you're in the
immediately.
water, you're normally taking, right? You're taking water. I mean, how do you?
Yeah, but it's kind of a lot. Or just if you see that your child has maybe once or twice, I think, done that, like where they've gasping a lot and they're like, almost maybe even throwing up water or just, choking on the water, then I don't know. I mean, are there things that we can do at home other than taking them to the urgent care, or does everybody need to take their children to the urgent care
safest
before
thing
they
is
put them
always
to bed?
err on side of safety. Take them to be seen by a physician. They listen to their lower lobes in their lungs with the stethoscope, find out if there's anything going on. If something's more serious, and they'll get a chest x-ray and see how much is involved, how much they've taken on.
Okay.
Right, always better to err on safety. I know it's not convenient to go to the urgent care,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
but it's much better to do that and find out the child's okay than
Yeah.
not, and then you have something occur later.
Wow.
Yeah, and I would say at least just before they
learn
go to
something
sleep. Like
Most definitely.
if you're someplace and you're out and you can't leave at that moment, it's not urgent enough to go at that moment, but it's urgent enough to go before they go to bed.
Right, same thing if they
kind of
hit their head, right? I mean,
Right. Well, if they hit their head, they're going well.
We
unless
put
you
an
have
onion. You put an onion on it and then it goes down. So what are the things that we overlook in the summer? Like for people who have pools in their home, what are the things that you know what, these parents are clueless? No, I'm
yes,
sure.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
there's got to be something that you go, oh Lord.
Yeah, well, a lot is the area, the surface area around the pool. Gates make sure they engage, they lock when they close behind, coming and going.
How about if I took the gate down because I just have adults in my house?
Well, you still got to keep it safe because what if a neighborhood kid gets in there?
Yeah. So the
So-
gate, because I know the gate, the side gate, now I'm getting all in my business, is always locked. It has to have a lock on it, the side gate to my property.
Yes.
Because they were saying, but I'm thinking people could jump. I mean, I don't have
Absolutely.
anything behind me, so.
Right, but if they're old enough to jump over, we're not, it's now
It's
we're
kinda
talking
their
older kids,
fault.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But still, you want it safe. A lot of pools I've been seeing when I've gone into homes to do their training is they get the nets for the pool. Those are really great.
Oh, okay,
'Cause
yeah.
So
they're
you do like the
complete
nets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they're done right, they're installed correctly. You could jump up on down. You're not gonna.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
they're pretty safe. Yeah.
And it doesn't take away from the aesthetics of
Yeah.
No, they
your
actually look pretty.
yard.
They actually look pretty nice. So.
Yeah, as
Do they
opposed
keep
to
the
like a
animals
big-
out? Because I get animals in my pool.
Yeah. Well, the animals are kind of on their own if you don't want to watch.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I love animals. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, rodents and stuff that
Yeah,
get
it
caught.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get in,
Yeah.
they can't get out.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, my God.
well,
That's
sorry.
the privilege of having a pool, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
So if you have a pool, and so you go in and you go, okay, what are the first things you notice? No gate, no net.
No net, and it's not only nets, but they also have the pool covers too. Some of those are rated to where they're safe for anybody. falling in their child or whatever.
So you recommend the gate, a net, or which I have neither. You can't go to my house to swim.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Right.
We do have warning signs everywhere.
Oh
Right.
wow.
We
no
have
lifeguard
to. It says
on
you have
duty?
to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have those
It's a
signs
good-
up.
And
That
you could
says
really,
no
and also the
lifeguard
little
on duty.
alarms. They're like 180 decibels, where you can
Yeah.
install them yourself on the gate, so if the gate's left open.
Oh
you
yes.
know,
Oh,
so
wow.
People can hear that.
The
even
gate
in
to the
house.
pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
you could do it either an exterior, and then you can have a perimeter around the pool. So there's a lot of different ways you can go about saving.
Now,
guarding
do
your
you
pool.
recommend that every parent that has a pool, that lives in a home with a pool and has children, that they be at least one parent or someone be CPR certified?
Absolutely, especially if they have a nanny.
Yes.
Whoever's with the kids the most needs to know what to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so simple. Yeah, it's so simple. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
I don't know why people have this idea of like, oh, I don't want to do that, or
Listen,
oh
they
my
do
gosh,
that
it's
in
gonna
high school.
take
My
too
son
much
Paul is
time.
CPR certified.
Yeah, Zachary is
and
too.
my oldest. I
Mhm.
mean, it's not that.
It's not
It's
that
not rocket
hard.
science.
It's not that
No.
hard. It's just making the time to do it. And I think that I really want to encourage parents and really get that information out there to them, because that's vital. I mean, that's like life-saving information.
Yeah,
when
and
you
it's just
pull a
not-
child out of a
yeah.
pool.
Yeah, and it's just not the water. I mean, we cover everything from choking conscious, choking unconscious. You know, adult.
And
child,
so your
infant,
company
pediatric.
goes to schools and
We-
private residences
We
and
do it all, yeah.
yeah, you go to corporations and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mhm.
Wow. And then, so is that for, let's say, do you do camps?
Yes, we do. We actually
Yeah.
were talking about that earlier. So, yeah.
So, and you teach safety to the kids or to the counselors?
Counselors.
Okay, so you do the
counselors.
training with the counselors. Okay. Can you teach safety to kids?
Oh yeah, kids are great. Actually,
Yeah.
young kids and teenagers are actually better than adults.
Yeah.
They don't have, they don't have the baggage. They just will do exactly as they're trained. Boom, boom.
Right, right.
Now, do you train them like in CPR, or are you talking about like little kids? Like, okay, if you've got 5 and 6 year olds, you're not going to train them in CPR. Well, I don't know, are you?
No.
But do you do like a safety course for them
Yeah,
and
we'll
say
go
like,
through
this
on-
is water safety, what we're gonna, how we're gonna
Exactly, right.
behave,
Right.
if you will, in the
Right.
water or around pools?
Yes,
Do
absolutely.
you have that program
Yeah,
like
for
that
sure.
for younger kids?
Yeah, and the main thing too is even with adults is never swim alone.
Oh,
We have
wow.
we have a family that we've been friends with for years.
Interesting.
And they just lost their mother. What's it been? A couple years now, maybe less. She came home from work and had her glass of wine, went out to go do laps, and her boyfriend came out and found her in the pool.
Well,
Oh,
isn't that how
no.
Rodney King died too? He died in the pool.
Did
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
I didn't know
He
that.
died in the pool.
I didn't
So
He
yeah, never
drowned.
swim alone. It's a bad idea. Because
I swim alone all the time. Don't come to my house. It's a danger zone.
Stop swimming
know.
alone.
I know.
Put somebody
I
on
just like
speakerphone
it.
or on Facebook.
I just like having the pool to myself. Nobody there, no kids
It's
horsing
really
around.
peaceful and everything, but
Yeah.
it can become really, really bad.
Really,
Yeah.
that's incredible. I just learned 2 things. Today.
They say, don't hike alone. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Right, right,
Don't
right.
swim alone.
Don't swim alone.
dive alone. It's just
Yeah, no, because you don't want to hit your
That's
head.
fascinating. Okay.
well, diving even
dang.
with divers that are professional divers.
Oh.
With the breathing
Oh, you mean
apparatus and everything.
diving, like
Yeah, no-
deep water
no one
diving.
ever- yeah.
I'm not getting in the ocean anyway.
Oh
so
my
we're-
gosh, Robert!
Yeah.
I've just learned 2 things today.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
well, that's why I'm here.
Do we have any
Yeah.
more questions for him on Facebook?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are camps required? Yes, I'm sorry. I'm all into this because I'm learning. This is about me right now.
Yeah,
Forget
yeah,
about
no.
you guys. Okay, are camps required to have certified persons on staff? This is a question for both of you guys.
I would say that the American Camp Association, if any camp is accredited, it is required. And for any camp that maybe isn't accredited, they still usually will follow that accreditation process. We for sure make sure that we have 1 to 2 on-site staff people who are certified, not just first aid, but CPR.
And do you do that for camps?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what? Have you ever been to a camp where you go, nobody is CPR certified? Where you go, oh my goodness, nobody here.
We're
We're not telling on anybody.
Yeah,
This
no,
one.
yeah. No, I've been doing this a long time, and I've never really come across that. There's always at least
Somebody.
the director, or the assistant director, or somebody. But the trick is that whoever I've seen where they've had too few people,
Right.
and the problem is what if those people have to go out and get supplies?
Right.
Or
What if they're
sick,
not
or
there
they're not
on
there?
site when the emergency
So
happens?
then now we got an
Correct.
issue because no one's there as trained.
So I
that's
feel
the
like
only real thing I see.
everybody that's on site that is an adult that is going to be supervising should be,
Whether it be a
yeah.
company, a camp, whatever, the more people certified and trained, the better the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you
Absolutely.
train new parents?
Yeah, absolutely.
See,
Yeah.
I should have
Yeah.
had that.
Yeah.
I was hysterical all the time.
So do we have any more
No,
swimming questions?
No. Well,
Okay.
let me refresh, but go ahead.
Okay. I was just going to transition then into the camps and talking, about people coming in and everybody at the camps being certified in some type of training for choking, any kind of issues. But I want you guys to explain what your camp is and what sets your camp apart, because I feel like you guys can explain it a little bit
Yes.
better.
Okay, I'll take that one.
Yeah.
So Camp Helping Hands is a service learning summer camp designed for young children ages 6 through 14. And our mission is to teach young children how they can make a difference in their community and have fun doing it. And through this process, it's our hope that they will build compassion and empathy for others and a desire over their lifetime to continue giving back.
Yes.
So that is what makes us different, but what makes us the same as many other summer camps is that our kids do enjoy swim. They
Okay.
enjoy craft activities. Yes, they usually tie into our theme of where we're giving back. But camp songs, we like to keep it fun. So
Yeah.
we always say it's service, it's service, learning, and fun, but safety is first, fun is second, and learning is third.
And why? Okay, so I don't want to give away your background, but why did you start this camp?
Well, they always say necessity is the mother of invention. Mm-hmm. So I am a mother of a daughter who is now 14. But when she was 5 and a half, we were growing up. She was growing up in Thousand Oaks, and I don't know if you've been there, but it's lovely. It's beautiful. It's very affluent. And I was a working mother as well, and I have an anthropology background, and I was a Peace Corps volunteer. So all these things sort of came together, and I looked around and I realized my daughter needed to step outside of the bubble. She was growing up spoiled, and it was my fault, and she was just really basically a product of her environment.
Right. Yes.
So when I looked online to see if there were opportunities for young children to serve, there really wasn't anything.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, it's February. I'm already thinking about summer camp. I need a place for my child to go. Perhaps there's a summer camp where I can, have her have this experience. And there was nothing. So I saw there was an opportunity and thought, this is the summer camp parents can feel good about. And if I thought it was a good idea, maybe there'd be other parents. So here we are.
And that was
That's
back in
excellent.
2010.
Yeah,
Yes.
2000.
Or was this an idea before 2010? And 2010 is when you opened.
The idea happened in 2010. We opened our first summer camp in Thousand Oaks in 2011.
Wow. And where do you hold these camps? On site, parks, or do you go to a school?
Great question. So we have 2 locations presently. Our location in Thousand Oaks is on the campus of La Reina High School.
Okay.
It's a beautiful campus. And our Northridge location is on the campus of Highland Hall Waldorf School, which is a beautiful 11-acre campus. It's like an urban oasis. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we are at camp. And we have a variety of presenters come in. We're also leading sports and games activities and other craft projects that all tie into our theme.
Okay.
And on Tuesdays and Thursdays is when we take them out into the community to meet with our service partners at their location where they spend the day providing service.
Oh, okay. And these are locations that are suitable, I guess. Does everybody in the camp, no matter what age they are, go to the same location, or do you have different locations for different age groups?
That's a great question. We love to have it that they all go to the same location. Occasionally during our animal week, which is week 3, it's very popular, and animal organizations have very tight restrictions. So sometimes we do have to divide the groups up between 2 different locations, but ideally, and 98% of the time, all campers are traveling together, which creates a wonderful opportunity for our oldest campers, our 12 through 14-year-olds, to buddy up with our youngest campers, our 6 and 7-year-olds, which sort of takes that service and learning a step further, where they're working with their direct immediate community, which is the campers of our camp, but also then working together to serve the community in the ways that we have set up.
So when parents sign up their kids for camp, like you said, camp is fun, and then they go, wait, we have to do what? We have to serve. We have to, do
How
kids
do we sell this to the
feel
kids?
great about it? Like, do they get disappointed that that's kind of a part of the camp? Like, what has been the response?
Well, I would say that our demographic are your working parents. Most of the time, we don't always have 2 working parents, but for sure you're socially conscious, highly educated. That is our demographic, because they're aware that they want their children to grow up with an awareness about the world around them.
Right.
And there definitely is, there are segments of the community that do not feel this is a good fit. It's not a great fit for everybody. We understand that. Our camp is for those who respect what we have to deliver, and we're fine if, people don't really, their child will think, oh, I don't want to go do that.
Right.
Well, all right, then this is not the right fit for you.
Right.
But the idea is that we do make it fun, and yes, there are days that they are rolling their sleeves up and removing invasive plants, because we're working with an environmental organization that's teaching the children about how to conserve our land.
Yeah.
And, so we'll tie it all together. They might learn about land conservation, but at the same time, they're going to learn about how does the land serve us?
Right.
What does it do for us? Our food comes from the land. Many things come from the land. And in return, what do we do to help protect the land?
So
it's here.
2 locations, do you have the same amount of students in each, or is one more attended than the other?
You want to take that?
It'll catch up. Thousand Oaks, it'll be the 8th year for Thousand Oaks.
Wow.
Location.
Wow. And how long have you guys been in Northridge?
This will be our second year in Northridge.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Yeah.
So do you have like a good attendance?
It's
Have
catching
kids,
up,
yeah,
yeah.
kids,
Word's getting
parents are kind of
Yes.
getting engaged with the idea. I think it's a brilliant concept.
Yeah. Yeah.
To have fun. And so I think, I'm telling you, I wish I would have known this because my son is 14, going to be 15. So he's like at the cutoff. But he would have been able to have served.
Yeah, there's still time. Listen, some
I
are
know,
still
but
young.
he's got lacrosse for days now. So
You guys were talking about relaxation.
Yeah,
in the summer, and I'm
exactly.
sitting here thinking, wow. I feel like
that's your
summer's
busiest.
here.
Yeah, it's your
Summer's
busiest
definitely
time.
here.
So what's the average amount of students you have in your campers?
I would say the average number at Thousand Oaks is 60.
Oh,
We
wow.
don't really like to exceed that because
Yeah.
we want one school bus. So this allows us to, hopefully it's evenly balanced across the age groups. We have 4 age groups. So approximately 15 kids per age group.
Okay.
We don't
Okay.
really like
That's
to go
nice.
above that. We
Yeah.
keep it, it's a
Good.
very intimate experience. And at Northridge, currently our average is about 35.
Oh, that's
Okay.
great.
So, yeah, we're pretty happy with
So how long does the camp run? Is it like
It's 4 weeks, and it was designed to take a holistic approach on community. That's where my anthropology background came in. So week 1, we always have a big theme. So for example, at Northridge this year, our theme is serving what serves us.
Okay.
And then
that's
we'll
the whole entire summer.
That's the whole summer.
do you guys run the camps concurrently?
Yes,
Okay.
they run at the same time. And then we'll break that theme down into different segments of the community. So week 1 is our Earth Week. So we're talking about land and how it serves us. Week 2 is people who serve. Week 3 are animals that serve. And then community, we just try to bring it all together. So they'll learn a little bit of different elements. But really week 4 for this particular camp, we're talking about how do we continue to serve ourselves so that we can be of service to others. So they'll learn about nutrition and physical activity and
oh, that's fantastic.
meditation and art therapy, and they'll provide service as well.
So 4 weeks is almost like, what, the whole month of July?
Pretty much.
And then no camp for August. So that's it.
Yeah, we end August 3rd.
Are you guys planning to expand?
We discussed that.
When
you
does camp
know,
start again? Sorry.
July
When?
9th.
July.
We sort of have found that this is the sweet spot. I think we could maybe go 1 week longer. It just depends where the camp is being held because LA Unified returns to school at a
Right.
particular date.
Oh,
All
yeah.
the school districts have
Yeah,
different return dates. And they're
Private
earlier and
schools,
earlier,
yeah.
it
Yeah.
seems like all the time.
Yeah.
So
That's
summer's
awful.
much
Oh, you're
shorter.
telling.
We gotta change
much
that.
shorter.
Yeah.
Now, do you keep it consistent? Like, is it the same schools, or has it been the same schools every year in the summertime that you utilize?
Actually, this is our first year at La Reina High School. We were previously at California Lutheran University.
That's beautiful over there, too.
It was. I love it there,
Yeah.
but they have like many camps. And through our experience at Highland Hall Waldorf School, we realized that it's a better quality experience for the staff and the campers to be the only camp
Right.
on a campus
Right.
location.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
not competing, and there's not all these other
A lot of
kids on there.
challenges
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
many camps around.
Now, how did you get the word out? Like, do you go to schools, churches? Like, how do you market?
I'm going to let you think about that question.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
We have to take a commercial break, but yes. So the question is, how do you get the information out there? How do we, let people know about what you are doing? Because this is the first time that we're hearing
Yeah.
about this, and it's only 2 years at the Waldorf School, so this is fantastic. But a quick break here in the show. Today's show is being brought to you by Inclusion Clubhouse.
Oh, that's right.
Inclusion Clubhouse, a 501c3 not-for-profit organization that provides social and recreational activities for those with different special needs and their siblings while offering support to the whole to the family as a whole. They exist to create a space that is truly all-inclusive and accessible for children, teens, and young adults of all abilities. Inclusion Clubhouse will help create a more inclusive community. Inclusion Clubhouse will be hosting their annual Special Needs Family Prom on Saturday, July 21st, 2018. For more information and to get tickets or to donate, please go to their website at www.inclusionclubhouse.org. Again, inclusionclubhouse.org. At that website, you can get information about the prom and buy your tickets for prom that will be held at the Lowe's Theater in Hollywood.
Wow.
Hotel.
Lowe's Theater. Lowe's Hotel in Hollywood. And that information, that link is also on
On our website.
Yeah. Do you want to pull up that the flyer. I think it fell down.
Sorry.
So is this a mailing? Is this kind of like how some of your I love your logo, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm an anthropologist, but my career has sort of taken a marketing career.
Yes, I saw that on your website.
So
because you're doing this full time. Like, are you doing this?
Yes and no. I mean, I've been working full time the whole time, and while I built this up, and this last year, I did take a leave of absence, I guess you could say, but I'm going to go back to work. It's just we're building it, and I think I have to remind myself this every day. We are doing great. I feel like we are successful. Yeah. Financially, we're not where we need to be.
Right.
So I will be going back to work full time, and I look forward to it.
Now, how much is camp? Now that you mentioned the finances.
Okay,
how much is camp, Christopher?
10% off sale right now.
Is it really?
June 2018.
Oh, really?
Let's write that down.
Wait, June to the end of June?
It's actually, we didn't really put an end date on it.
So for the month of June, you're running a 20%? 10%, sorry.
Enter the code June 2018.
June 2018. We'll put that up on our...
So it's 10% off if you register because, so registration is still going on now because you don't start until July 9th.
Yeah,
so we still have a little time.
A
couple weeks. Yeah, that's fantastic.
And
so we're not too late.
No. And we this year we've talked about keeping registration open. Usually we will close registration day one of camp, and the only people who could then add weeks would be people already registered.
Right.
But because we're new in Northridge, and it seems like the word is starting to get out, we have a very nice balance between the different age groups in Northridge, so we're really happy about that. But we do anything from direct mail to online promotion through Google AdWords, Facebook, all social media. Email communication, and then with school districts that will allow it, we will advertise directly to elementary schools.
And so how much does camp run? If you want to do a week, do you have to do a 4 weeks?
You don't, but if you do 4 weeks, there is a 20% discount off that 4-week bulk rate. So that brings the, what is the cost for, we were just running a larger promotion, so the prices are all messed up in my head. Right now it's $405 a week. With that 10% discount.
Okay.
But if you apply that to the 4-week package, it becomes
$14.85.
Yes,
which is the total plus the 20.
Weeks.
Yeah, plus the 20% off. Correct.
10%.
Well,
the
20%.
Why do I keep saying 20?
Well,
My
no,
goodness.
It's okay. So
Sorry.
the 4-week package is $16.50, which already discounts the weekly rate.
Right. Got it.
And then to apply the 10%,
that's really good.
That's
really good.
We take them to public swimming pools. We take them, obviously, we have buses twice a week, snack twice a day.
Our snacks are provided by Imperfect Produce.
Yeah, they're
nice.
Which captures the produce and fruits that are being thrown away.
Wow.
By farmers. And they usually say that farmers say that, each fruit and vegetable is like their child, but it looks imperfect. It doesn't go to the store.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be our
So is that how you
providers.
can keep it, like, the cost down? Is it donated?
No, they're
or
for-profit. You have to pay for it, but it is considerably less money to purchase. I'm like giving a PSA for Imperfect Produce right now. Yeah. So what they are doing is food recovery, which is a huge issue in this country. There are people who do not have enough food to eat, and we waste tons of healthy produce every day. Yes. So they are working with farmers all over to recover this food that is not making it to the store, and then they make it available. It's like a CSA where you order your box and it will be delivered to your home every week.
Oh, wow.
And it is probably like 20 to 30% cheaper than you would be able to purchase it from any other farm organization that will deliver to your door, or even the supermarket.
That's excellent.
Fantastic.
Organic and regular available.
Oh, wow.
That's fantastic. And this is included in the price of the camp.
Yes.
So they provide
how long of the
lunches?
day is it?
It is 9 to 3.
Okay.
We do offer early drop-off and late pickup options for parents who need that. But yeah, it's a busy day. The campers are tired, so believe it or not, the parents are really happy about the later start time.
Sure.
The kids are like hard to get out of bed.
Yeah, it's summer. They don't want to. I don't want to get out of bed.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be anywhere.
They do want to come back.
Yeah,
They're
that's awesome.
from all the work they're doing.
That's awesome.
And now, so you said each week is a different theme. So can you then, like, as all that information is already on the website, so you already have your weeks planned out, and this week is a specific week, and so can parents say, you know, we would love to work with animals, or I know my child is all about animals and this, we can pick these two. You can pick and choose.
Yes, they can do that. What they cannot do is pick Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's a full week package.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a curriculum.
Right.
And Monday connects to Tuesday.
Sure.
Tuesday connects to Wednesday.
And you want to
so
do the
on.
Monday, the Tuesday, Thursday, the service. I mean, then you miss the whole point of joining the camp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's
sometimes
smart.
the people, it just works out better with their schedule. So
Right.
it's encouraged that you pick the whole entire week.
Yeah.
You don't have to commit to the whole entire 4 weeks, but at least commit to the whole week.
Correct.
As a whole.
We know how much children love animals. We have an animal presenter coming every Friday that ties into the theme of that week.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Now, safety. Is there a safety issue with the animals? No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the it depends on the animal. With any animal, you can get bit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they've got it handled
So
where they're
there's somebody
handled
there who
safely and
manages because I'm not an animal person at all. So when I see animals, I'm out. I'm
When you
out.
come to her house,
I'm out.
bring safety floaties and don't bring
wouldn't
your
pet a bunny?
animals.
What's that?
You wouldn't pet a bunny?
No.
The bunny brigade is coming, and of course, the children can't hold the rabbits because the rabbit is a prey animal.
Oh.
But they
Okay.
can pet them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't do animals at any. No. It's not my
And so
thing.
when you do you go to animal shelters?
We do.
Yeah. And then okay, so what about parent volunteers? That's what I was going to ask you too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
say
Yes.
there are parents who, don't
No
necessarily
parents.
have to, parents that don't have to go to a job, but that want their children not at home in front of the television. Do you need parent volunteers?
And where do you
We
get
don't
your volunteers?
actually need parent volunteers. We do encourage that this experience be for the children and that they come home and share it. And of course, we share photos on Facebook, and we keep communication is one of our number one priorities with parents. Every day at pickup, we will have a conversation with every parent. Their child's counselor will have a conversation. We send emails out so they know exactly what their kids learned that day and did that day, so they can ask questions. But we have other programs that we don't need to talk about right now, but they're on the website, where we do encourage families to come together and serve. But summer camp is really about the kids coming to us and enjoying this experience. We have teens, we call them counselors in training.
Oh, okay,
These are
good.
I
teens
love
that have
that.
aged out of our program
That's
that
what was
we've
gonna be my
invited
next question.
back to learn
Yes.
how to become a counselor. So we do have extra hands on deck, and these kids are great because they've been sometimes coming to the camp since they were 6 years old.
Right.
So they love what we do. They understand our mission. They understand our philosophy, our brand feeling, and all of that. And I do want to also mention that we are a no cell phone camp.
Wow,
Oh,
nice.
interesting.
We are
Good.
seriously low tech.
Yeah.
We kick it old school. The kids play Chinese jump rope during
Yeah,
lunch.
I love it.
And, charades and Uno and
Yeah.
checkers. There are no cell phones
Yeah.
allowed.
So do you have
That's
adult
awesome.
counselors?
Yes,
Yeah.
all of our counselors.
So where
are
do they
in-
come from?
Well, some of them have been coming back. Lucky for us, every year.
Okay.
So our counselors age and range between 18 and 25.
Okay.
Well, no, 18 and maybe 35.
35.
And where do
Yeah.
you find, where do they just sign up? Where
They
do you
find
find
us?
Some
Believe
have
it or
come up
not.
through the program. Some
Oh,
have been
okay.
campers for
Right.
7-8 years.
But the
wow.
adult ones, like the 25-year-olds.
They maybe started with us when they were 18 and
Right.
they continue to spend their summers
Okay.
with us because they're still in college. It's funny, our first year, yes, recruiting staff was a lot of work, but now we turn more people away.
Oh, that's
And,
excellent.
yeah.
And are the people, obviously, this is me talking as a parent, I'm sure they are, but what safety precautions do you use in background checks, fingerprinting? Like, what is all that for the adults? Because you've got, if you've got counselors in training that I'm assuming are going to be like 15 to 18, right? Are they supervised by an adult supervisor? And what are you doing to protect the kids in terms of hiring people?
You want to take that question?
Oh, everyone is background checked. And our counselors in training, they work directly under the team counselors.
Okay.
And they also come to training.
Okay.
We have 3 days of training beforehand where Meredith spends a lot of time talking about safety. And then we'll let them go to lunch and come back and we'll test them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Oh,
Yeah. We meet daily too. Every day we have a debriefing and we talk about things we can do better. We'll get feedback from parents and try to immediately implement changes. Matter of fact, we had a swimming pool situation. You know, it was on campus at Cal Lutheran, and we changed our whole schedule to now use public swimming pools because they are heavily lifeguarded. It just works better. They, like he said, eyes on the pool. They'll have 10 lifeguards stationed around the pool, and they still require that our staff go in and sit on the side of the pool with extra eyes on the pool.
Wow.
So we do, at safety is, like I said, safety first.
Yeah. And then when you go to the public pools, are you guys the only ones at the public pools, or are you there with with everyone in the public?
It pretty much is just us, though the pool is open to the general public. But we get them there right when it opens.
Right. I have a question online for the younger ones or counselors. I believe this is, do they get volunteer hours for their participation? Because obviously if they're 15, 16, they're high school.
Yes, that is a fantastic question, and many high schools now require that the students have volunteer hours for graduation, and the answer is yes. We work with Agora High School, all the Las Virginia schools, Caneo Unified, LA Unified. So yes, our teen trainees, I will fill out paperwork, whatever is needed, so that they can get that approved.
That's excellent.
Now,
That's so
do
good.
they pay to be in the program?
They do not pay to be in the program, but they do need to commit to all 4 weeks plus our training.
And so it's strictly volunteer. They're not getting paid.
They are not getting paid.
And you don't have to pay for them to be in the camp because they're actually kind of working.
They're invited to be trainees.
Okay. Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, like, so many times, you know, kids are going through camps and then all of a sudden they're like 13, 14, and they're like,
age
bye.
out, yeah.
They age out and they're like, see ya, we don't know what you're going to do. And it's like, to me, that's the prime time when children are getting like in the most trouble. And if you just leave them at home, I got to go to work, you know, parents are like, okay, you're old enough to be on your own. Can you talk about that a little bit? Like, do you feel like it's important for that age range to be doing something and not just sitting at home or going to hang out at the mall? Like, aside from the fact that it's obviously greatly important to give back in service, just the idea though of children being unsupervised. Children, when I say children, under the age of 18 being unsupervised during the summer.
I feel like that is definitely a parental choice. For me, I mean, my child's at home right now unsupervised.
So is mine.
But I will not allow her to be at home all summer. When she's old enough, and I'm hoping she'll be at Camp Helping Hands, but if she chooses not to, she will be working somewhere else.
Yeah.
But that is my parental choice, and I do think, you know, that's just maybe how I was raised, and I do want to instill in her a good work ethic. So, and she likes to buy things. So when she's old enough to earn her own money, she will be.
Yes. I think that's great. I think I love the whole concept of Camp Helping Hands. I think it's a brilliant concept that you put together. I think it's phenomenal that our kids, most kids are privileged nowadays,
for sure.
It's just incredible, would have a sense of service while having fun. That's brilliant, and I'm surprised nobody has ever thought of that.
Do you
it's either one or the
really
other.
Hard. That's why.
Oh, really? Yeah, because you have to do multiple things. You have to find the service part, and then you have to find the fun part, and then you have to find the food part, and then you have to find the safety part. It's not easy
and
at all.
also too, counselors that are going to be fun and engaging.
That's right. That's a criteria.
Do you have like a lot of repeat counselors that come back that stay with your program that are involved in like?
Yes, we do. We do, and we love that because they, you know, the challenge last year opening this brand new camp at a new location, I brought some of our experienced counselors from the other location. I was like, please be there, because what I'm trying to achieve is the same look, same feel, same vibe, every camp, you know, same songs. Like, so this summer it's possible that the two camps might show up at the same public pool at the same time, and I want to have a cheer off. I mean, we keep it really campy, but it is a brand, it is a company, and so we're really grateful for our returning staff. And usually when they decide it's time to cut loose, it's a good choice. It's time for them to move on.
So do you think of different things to do every year, or do you kind of repeat the program?
Yes, we have 7 7 packaged curriculum for 4 weeks. And so this year we've started over at Thousand Oaks. So my thought is it's a 7-year cycle.
Okay.
And at the end of that 7 years, you start over because you have a fresh crop of kids. Maybe some of your oldest campers or trainees have experienced that camp before, but now they're not 6, they're 14.
Gotcha.
Right.
So
That's great.
That's a good. And so will you guys go to the same, is each location doing the same thing each week, or are they different things?
They're different themes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people who live in the middle, say you live in Woodland Hills, we have a family who's sending their child 1 week to Thousand Oaks and 2 weeks to Northridge.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Just
Okay.
because of the particular, some kids are so into the idea of service learning that they know exactly which weeks they want to go to.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I had one mother
fantastic.
said, I'm going to Thousand Oaks week 1, and then he wants to go to Northridge camp for weeks 3 and 4.
Because they're just they're so different.
He did
They're
his
different.
research.
Yeah.
He did his homework looked at our website and saw what partners we're going to visit.
So it's about the service partners. Is that?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The theme and the service partners. So, as I stated, Northridge is serving what serves us. Bridging the gap is the theme at Thousand Oaks. So, Earth Week, we're looking at water conservation instead of land conservation. And for Animal Week, it's just a totally different program for each week. So, different partners.
Well, that's fantastic.
I
We are,
know.
like,
Congratulations
out of
on that.
Thanks.
You need a vacation.
Yeah.
Like your vacations are after the summer.
Yeah.
How much time before do you start planning summer?
Immediately after.
Really?
I give myself 2 weeks. I start basically when my daughter goes back to school. I'm starting to connect with nonprofit organizations as our service partners, and this inclusion.
Clubhouse?
I will probably reach out to
Yeah,
them.
good.
Because we do a week where we work with, we do an inclusion week.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
that would
that's
be
fantastic.
phenomenal.
Oh,
Linda,
yeah.
she's coming on next week. She'll be on next week. So
Yes.
Well, I
yes.
love what she's doing.
yeah,
It's
it's pretty
Watch that
amazing.
show.
It's
Yes.
pretty amazing.
Well, thank you so much
I
to our
might congratulations
guests.
to
Yes.
all of you, Robert, Meredith, Christopher. I want to make sure I get all the names right.
Yes,
Yeah.
for finding the need in your community
Yeah.
and then servicing your
Yeah.
community. So I
Brilliant.
applaud you, every one of you.
This is
for what you're doing.
fantastic.
Yes.
So again, if you want more information on both, it's on our Facebook. What are the safety classes? Oh wait, I'm sorry. One last question.
Okay.
I have to keep up with this. What are the safety classes cost, and how long for certification, Robert?
Oh, those are pretty good questions and pretty common questions. Okay, so to address how long,
Yeah.
meaning how long the class
For
is.
certification, yeah.
Okay, so it depends on what they want to do. Normally, it's no more than 2 hours.
Wow.
And it's mostly, I really believe that the hands-on training is super important. That's where the rubber meets the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
As opposed to sitting people in front of videos for hours and hours,
Right.
and maybe they're like, "What was that all about?"
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
So it's the hands-on, which is a big part of being able to practice that muscle memory.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what it is
absolutely.
in an
So that's a
emergency.
2-hour,
Yeah.
1 week, 1 day. It's like a
Oh yeah,
one day.
one day it's about 2 hours.
And you get certified after that?
We'll get them
Yeah.
certified, and then
And
the second part of that question was
Safety classes costs.
So
What are
it
the
depends on groups. So what we do is if we can get a group of people, I can get the per person cost down.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can do like 15 people or more, we can keep it around 55 per person for the
Oh,
2-year
cool.
certification.
So it's
okay.
a 2-year certification.
Every 2 years.
That's
So-
excellent.
Yeah, and we recommend, and a lot of our customers have been with us for 15 plus years. We'll recertify every year because there's updates that come out, things
right,
change.
right.
So it just depends on their needs and what they want to do.
Are you busier in the summer?
It
than any other
depends.
time?
It seems sometimes we are more busier in the summer.
Yeah.
But throughout the year it can get pretty busy, except for the holidays, of course, and it really slows down.
Right.
But it could be, it just depends.
Wow.
It seems like we're busier in the summer.
Yeah,
but
I
it
would
could
think
be,
people panic.
you
Get
know,
somebody here fast.
Yes.
You know,
We
you
gotta-
react
Yeah.
after the,
Right,
after
right.
an incident.
Right, so
You
when
need
we're
the
done with
knowledge.
the training, we're like, don't call us in an emergency, call 911. So.
Right.
Yeah, don't call Robert.
Yeah.
He's not
And
gonna be
then
there.
do you also do like corporations? Like
We do.
It's not just like right now we're obviously
Yeah.
focused on summertime too,
Yeah.
but you have to think about safety throughout the whole entire
Right,
year.
right. So
Like going back to school
we're in
and
the
stuff like
we-
that.
We do, a lot of the film industry, a lot of the studios.
Right. So here's do you go to people's homes and kind of look through their house and go, this is a safety issue, this is a safety issue?
When new parents still ask me, I'll come and we offer that, we'll do that.
Oh, wow.
So, we help them with the child proofing, which is really adult proofing because adults have more trouble getting in than the kids get in.
That's hysterical.
So you do a child proofing because that's like a big, huge thing. Like there are people who just now do child proofing classes and child proofing coming into your home, and it's a paid service that's not cheap at all. But I think it's very vital because it's a lot of things that we don't think about. I mean, literally you need to get on the ground and like walk around and look to see what all these little kids are doing.
For
sure. Really quickly, what is the youngest? What are your age groups again?
Ages 6 through 14.
6 through 14. So so you gotta be 6.
All right, that's it. We've run out of time like always, but we want to thank our guests from Camp Helping Hands and Health and Safety First. And you're based out of Encino, right?
Yes, we are.
Right down the street.
Right down the street.
Woohoo! I like
but you'll
that.
travel. You'll travel.
You travel everywhere.
Oh, for sure. We go all over, all the way down to San Diego and all the way up north.
Oh, wow.
With the Indians, the casinos, Indian casinos
Oh,
as
wow.
with our security staff. And so we go all over.
How fascinating.
That's fantastic.
Well, we want to thank everybody for
Traveling
watching,
service.
for listening. We hope you've been informed, educated, and entertained. Catch us next week live here on LA Talk Radio. Thank you for watching.
Have a great week.
Have a great week.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You're listening to Table for Five with Felicia and Annette, only on LA Talk Radio.